So what you just described is kind of the natural process of learning how to share your gift that anyone in this room has gone through or is going through or will go through if they choose to serve in some capacity. And I think it's natural because when we come into spirituality, the switch has happened in us, and usually it's still pretty fresh because that's why you're passionate to teach and share. It's like, I've found something I need to give away. And so there's sort of this pressure, in my experience, that comes from that, which is that I need to help people. I need to save people. It's almost like a burden we wear. And that really just takes away our ability to serve authentically. Because to offer the gift you have, whatever that is, it needs to be authentic, right? Otherwise it's not real. And so we block our authenticity when we put pressure on ourselves, because pressure is a form of resistance, right? And any resistance takes you away from your natural state, puts you in a state of suffering in some way. So the breakthrough for me has been in realizing that I actually don't need to do anything. I don't need to save anybody.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. It sounds a little bit paradoxical, right?
Yeah.
For spirituality, it's like, that's what we're here to do. But in a very real sense, first of all, to believe you need to save somebody is to say that God made a mistake and I'm here to fix it. So you don't need to save anyone because in a very real way, nobody's in danger in the universe. Yes, there's suffering. Yes, there's pain. But everyone is on the same journey and has the same destination. We've all had to learn the same lessons. And so think of them like somebody who's in second grade and you're like a calculus teacher for high school.
Yeah.
And so you sort of need to come down to their level. Don't try to give them calculus because they're literally not capable of it, right? Like you said, they're very, very unconscious. Most people live in a perpetual state of being at war with themselves, you know? They have these entities in their mind. I say entity, what I mean is they have these thought forms in their mind that are based on ego, so they're survival oriented, so they're based on fear, attack, separation, lack. And these thought forms are like energy forms. They're not actually entities, right? There is no ego apart from thought, but they're being endowed with a sense of identity as if they were an entity. So people believe, I am these thoughts. And so as long as they believe those thoughts are true, you really can't get to them. Nothing you teach will stick, you know?
Yeah.
And so freedom is up to every individual person, meaning that until someone really desires to be helped, then we can't help them. You know, we can't infringe on that free will on their part. Serving is thinking of it like you're a bumblebee and you're looking to pollinate the flowers, but you can only go to an open flower, right? You can't go to a closed flower. So you're just here to almost let it come to you, if anything. If you have an answer to one of their problems, you will attract them. They'll be drawn to you. And then you can help those people. So if you look at it in that context, it's actually really beautiful because there is nothing to do. You don't need to do anything. God's not like up in heaven putting pressure on you. The universe is not like, I put you here for this one reason. If you don't do it, you're screwing up. The mind says that. The mind is saying, come on, you've got a gift. You got to share it, or else what's the point?
But I do have a lot of people that gravitate towards me. That's the thing, is that when I reflect on it, it's people coming to me, approaching me on the street, could be eating at a restaurant.
I see.
A lot. And so
And
Maria
that-
shared with me and Isla shared with me grounding, trying to ground in the morning so that I'm prepared for that.
Yes. Yeah, so you're saying you are drawing people to you and you feel like they are exhausting you and sucking your energy.
Yeah.
Yes.
So the grounding piece is what I'm going to work on.
And that's a reflection to you. The more tired you feel from serving is a reflection to you, a mirror to you, showing you how much of your own effort you're giving that you don't need to be giving. Like where you're wasting energy, which could be people that they say they want help, but they're really not ready for help.
Yeah.
You know?
They just want to vomit.
Yes.
Yeah, I get that too.
They want a listening ear, but not a helping hand.
Yeah.
And so it's up to you, it's up to your natural intuition to detect that and go, oh, this person doesn't really want help.
Okay.
So then you just, okay, lovely, oh, I'm so sorry. Not really, but
Yeah.
okay, bye-bye.
Okay.
Let them be on their journey, because you actually can't do anything for them other than love them. You can just be the light, but you're not going to sit there and talk them out of their identity. Until they suffer enough from it and they get sick of it, then they will want real help. Then they're saying, I'm willing to do whatever it takes. So everyone's getting to that place, sort of like the butterfly that goes in the cocoon, or a caterpillar turns into a butterfly. And eventually it grows so big, it's growing wings and all these long limbs, that its cocoon that it built to protect it, identity, begins to suffocate it. And so all the caterpillar knows is, I'm suffocating, I need to get out of here. So it starts thrashing around and finally breaks out. And then, oh wow, I've got these beautiful wings. It doesn't actually know it's becoming a butterfly, right? It just knows, I am suffering and I want peace.
Yeah.
So look for people that are still in the cocoon, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Thrashing around. And then look for the people that have broken out of the cocoon, that have suffered enough to where they've said, I'm really willing to give up anything now. Because when peace finally comes to anyone, it always comes with the same single recognition, which is, I need to do nothing. Nothing to do, nowhere to be, but where I already am. Right? Total, effortless state of being. So you have to teach from that place, give from that place, and when you stay in that place, I promise you, it is impossible to feel exhausted, because you're literally not making any effort. Someone's presenting their problem to you. If you're present and you're in your natural state, you see right away if this person's open or closed. So from there, you know exactly how to relate to them. If they're closed, just give them compassion, give them kindness, be there with them, and offer what feels available, if anything. But there's no point to step beyond that. And then someone who is open, it will be very obvious. And then you can let that divine intelligence just surge through you. There's nothing of effort you can do to achieve your goal. It has to come from higher intelligence, which is already in you, which is already available. So continue to recognize whenever you feel that pressure that I'm very familiar with. When you feel the pressure, go, wait a second. No. I don't need to do anything. I don't have to help anybody. I am the message already. It's already here. I can't contrive my way into it. I can't create it. It's real or it's not. And obviously it's real, or you wouldn't have people drawing to you. Many gnats will come to the flame, but only a couple will go in to get burned away. If that makes sense.
That makes sense.
Yeah. So they'll come to you.